Hey everybody, Lance Tomashiro and Robert Plank here, and we have some incredible, cool new training for you, and I have a couple things to tell you while we're about to bring out the man of the hour, Mr. Lance Tomashiro. The first thing is that you're making it too dang hard. Whatever it is you're doing online, day to day, just stop and take a second and regroup and have a look at what we have to show you here today. The next thing I want to tell you is that it's not your fault. For everything that's led you here, whatever kind of hiccups or hangups or ruts you've fallen into or failures or whatever has stopped you or slowed you down, it's all led up to this moment, and we're going to have a lot of fun to help you get the magic back. And that's what today is really all about. Is Lance and I want to help you get the magic back. Remember that warm fuzzy feeling when everything was fun and easy and anything was possible? You saw all these cool kinds of websites you can make. You saw all these cool products you could sell. You saw all these cool sales that were possible over and over again, but then somewhere along the way you got stuck, you got a little jaded, you got a little cynical, and we're here to reboot you and hit the reset button and get you back on track to where you want to be, to start making sales using your computer and web browser. Click a few buttons to create affiliate banners, books, DVD covers, and more. So help me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Lance Tomashiro to help you get the magic back.
All right, thank you, Robert, and I'm glad that everybody made it here today because you know what? This is a little bit different presentation than I've ever done before, really. And the truth is that when I sat down to create this for you guys and was figuring out what kind of training I wanted to do for you, I realized that a lot of you are not getting the results that you've been promised, probably by us and by other marketers as well, and you're probably struggling or even wondering if it really is possible for people that are just getting started. That's the key, just getting started, to actually build up an income stream, to actually make money, to actually make this thing happen. And I know, when I got started, I remember looking around and being really excited and buying all of these products, but there was one thing that always bothered me. Maybe this bothers you guys too. And that one thing was that I never really believed, whether it was true or not, and we're going to talk about some of this today, but I never really believed that these big, and I'll call them the gurus, the people that I looked up to, the people that seemed to be making millions of dollars, I never believed that they actually started how I did. I thought that they had some kind of list somehow, that they knew somebody that jump-started them, that they maybe did something that they weren't telling me, because I just couldn't make it work the way that they said. And I mean, I went through their trainings, I set it up the way that they said, and I just couldn't get the traffic. I couldn't get the sales. And every single time I kept coming back to this, well, they can do it because they've got a list. They can do it because they're famous. They can do it for whatever reason I put in my head. And today, I want to talk about how you can do it, because I'm sick of seeing people fail, first of all, and second of all, I'm sick of seeing what they do. You get on these webinars and they talk about all of the stuff that they do and their big houses and all the money that they make, and the truth is that when we're going to talk about this, it's not really possible for most of us out there, especially if we're getting started. So I'm going to show you a plan where you can get started, where you can get results, because today is really all about your first sales. It's all about your first sales, and I don't care whether you've never made a sale online, whether you've made one or two, but I want you guys to start having a steady stream of sales. And if I can give you guys a system and lay it out for you and show you how you can do that today, whether or not you invest in my package that I'm going to show you at the end, then I've done my job. And so what I want you guys to do is find that question box, and I want you to type "I'm in" if that sounds like something that you need and something that you're looking for. Plus, this is live, so you can ask any questions you want as long as you know where the question box is. So type it in there, "I'm in," if this is something that you're looking for. Cool, here they come. It looks like this is something that you guys have been struggling with. You guys can understand these, and I mean, I'm glad, because today it's all going to change. So if you've been struggling online, here's what I want you to think about before we get going here, and that is, how long have you been trying to actually create an online business? And I know some of you on this call, I know that there's some of you that have been buying products from me and Robert for 5, 6 years now. I know that there's some of you that have probably been buying products for even longer than that, and I see one of Michael says he's been buying products for way too long. And you know what? That's true. You've been trying to create this business, and it's like at some point that's got to get really, well, it's got to feel defeating, right? Like you wonder, is there, something wrong with you? Is there something wrong with the products you're buying? Can this really work? Well, I'm here to tell you that it can really work. And if you're sick of feeling like something's wrong with you, well, I want you to know that you are not alone. You're not alone with this. And what I did actually this morning, I logged into my email and I just did a quick search from a survey that we sent out a little while ago just to see what people had said back to us, because I was wondering, like, are people really struggling? Why can't people get this? I mean, an online business is really a simple thing, right? You hear this all the time. You build a list, you put up a sales page, you sell your product, you send traffic. It's simple, right? Well, why isn't everyone getting it if it's that simple? And the truth is, it's not. You're stuck in a cycle, and we're going to break that today. So I pulled up a couple of emails this morning, and here's one from Josh. And I sent out, you can see on the bottom down here, I sent out and just said, what can I help you with? Where are you stuck? And Josh said, traffic, traffic, traffic. I would love to know where I can get traffic. And I mean, have you guys experienced that? Because I remember putting up my first sales page, believing all of the things that I had heard online, slap up my sales page, put it up. I went a little bit further than just putting up my sales page, I'll be honest. I submitted it to a bunch of search engines so that when people searched like on Google and Bing and Yahoo and all of these things, that hopefully it would show up. I mean, I went one step further, and then I put it online and I logged into my PayPal and I just kept hitting refresh. And after 5 minutes, I still had no sales. I couldn't figure it out because obviously everybody needed and wanted my product. So I kept hitting refresh. And guess what? 3 days later, after hitting refresh, nothing. There were still no sales. So I knew that something must be wrong, and it's always back to that traffic. So here's another reply that I got from Martin. And he said, you could promote my product for me. It needs a big push, and then sent me the URL. Again, same problem, right? People can get a product up for sale, but then they can't get any traffic to it. And it's like, well, what's the point if nobody's going to see your offer? Now, here was an interesting one. Maybe some of you guys are in not this exact situation, but in something similar. So PT says, I would like to let you know that I'm on a tight budget. Any of you guys on a tight budget? I can't afford to pay for any kind of membership. I don't understand why people have to pay to have a membership and then fail and not make any money. Well, that is a good question, right? Like, why would you buy something that promised you that you were going to make money and then you fail? Shouldn't you get it back? I'm not happy being scammed by the people cheating him, robbing him, and they never actually help him make money or train him. He's on a low income, and he's tired of getting paid every month and not happy that he's not making a lot of money. He's got some health issues. What can he do? Well, you know what? I think that this is a lot of people on here. And one of the things, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, is my own mother, who is retired, has been retired for a while, on a fixed income, needed extra income and came to me and said, Lance, I see that you're doing this stuff. How do I get started online? And you know what? It's a really, you want to put somebody that you follow to the test. You want to see if their system really works. Ask them if they would show it to their daughter, to their mother, to their family member, and take their money to have them build the exact same system. And you know what? A lot of them wouldn't if they were totally honest. But what I'm going to show you today will work for my mother. And I've shown her different systems, and I've shown her different things that do work along with my own daughter. So I know that these things happen, and that's what we want, is something that will work for everybody, no matter what your income range is, no matter what your skill level is, so that you can earn some kind of income online. Now, the final one that I grabbed for you guys today was from Joseph. And this is the one that really, I think, sums it up, whether it's traffic, whether it's your budget that's bothering you, whether it's your skill level that's bothering you, whatever it is, this one sums it all up. So it says, hey, Lance, I'm grateful that you asked this very important question. On the other hand, I'm embarrassed to say how bad I am struggling. Maybe you can relate. Once upon a time, many years ago, when you were first getting started in IM, I would really like it if you could help me make my first sale. Just that first sale, the one that everybody talks so much about, that first sale. And you know what? This one email, when I pulled this up, hit it all on the head. That's where everybody is leading all of you, all of us, astray. Is that it's not about making your first $1 million. It's not about making your first $10,000 because all of us, I mean, if you agree with me, type in yes here, but all of us would be willing to invest $5,000 if you were making $1 million a year in training, right? Like to grow your business from $1 million or from $10,000 a month to $1 million a year or from $1 million a year to $2 million a year. It's easy, right? To invest in your business, to buy additional tools, to buy additional training. But where it's not easy is when you're not making any sales and somebody comes up to you and says, you know what you need? You need my $5,000 coaching program that'll teach you how to make $1 million a year. And you're thinking, well, hey, guy, I'm not even making $10 a month. How the heck am I going to give you $5,000 a month to teach me how to get to $1 million? Why don't you teach me how to make enough money? You teach me, I'll tell you what, you teach me how to make $5,000 and you actually put $5,000 into my account for something that I can afford. I'll buy your $5,000 training because that at least is something. I can fund it. I'm not just going in the red month after month after month. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to show you how you can go out, whether you join me and Robert in this or not, I'm going to show you how you can go get traffic, how you can start making sales, and things that you can start doing today as soon as this training is over to start doing that. And hopefully when you see that, well, you'll want to join us because we'll make it a heck of a lot easier for you. So again, I don't care how long you've been trying to create a business, there is nothing wrong with you. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. In fact, I think that the problem is that most of the courses that are being sold online, most of the products that are out there, here's the secret, they do work. And I hate to be the one to break this to you. They do work, but they won't work for you. Now that's kind of a bold, scary statement. They'll work, they won't work for you. You want to know who they'll work for? They'll work for people like me. They'll work for people like Robert. You want to know why? Because we have a big list, because we've got traffic already, because we know how to advertise, because people know who we are in the marketplace. We could put up almost anything and quite honestly, it would sell. But that's not going to work for the majority of you. All right, now I don't mean to be a total bummer on you guys, but I want to be very truthful with you in this entire training session. So here's the thing. I did just say that. There's a lot of great courses out there, and all of them will work for some people, for people that, well, that they'll work for, right? But the blunt truth is they won't work for 90% of you. They won't work, I'm sorry. They won't work for most of you until you establish your name or brand in your marketplace. They won't work for you until you build your own list, and they won't work for you until you create a portfolio of products. I mean, remember what we talked about at the very beginning? This is the way I felt. I bought all of the courses. I could look and see how they would work for all of these other people. Of course they would. And as somebody that has gone from nothing, no name, no list, no anything, to now supporting my family and making a decent living, I can tell you that the part that's been left out for you is you will never get from here to there unless you do something different. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So where does this leave all of us? Well, here's the thing, is that most of you and where I was, we're all caught in this cycle. Okay, we're all caught in this one cycle, and here's what it is, right? We find a sales letter somewhere online, either through like a search engine or from a friend, or we see it on Facebook or on Twitter, or we get an email or something like that, and we start reading it, right? And we start looking through it, and they start promising us all of this stuff that could happen, and the truth is it could happen for the right people. We get really excited about it. We go and buy the product, and then we start implementing it, right? And now here's the first piece I'm going to say. We start implementing it all the way or part of the way. Have you guys ever been caught in this before, where you buy a product, you're really excited, you say, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to go through the 4 hours of training, I'm going to do it this time it's going to be different. And you start going through it, and then you get to a part you've heard of before, or you get to a part that's not as exciting, or you get stuck somewhere. And so what do? Well, usually what happens is you find out you didn't have the whole picture in the training, which that's on the trainer. Okay, the trainer of the course needs to make sure you have the entire picture, but a lot of times we find out we didn't. So what do? Well, we find another sales letter that fills in the gap that we've got. We find another email, we get excited again, we start implementing things, and pretty soon we're caught in this cycle of never finishing or implementing any product and just buying and buying and buying different sorts of things and end up with nothing. Now, I want to be really clear here. This is not your fault. The reason why you jump from product to product or solution to solution or whatever it is because the creator didn't give you the whole picture. They didn't walk you through all of the pieces that they promised you. I see this every day. I mean, we buy a lot of products out there, and that's what happens. You don't have the full picture, so you need to fill in the gap. You go find that piece that you're missing, and then guess what? You forget why you even bought the next dang product, and you start the cycle over and over and over again. So here is a dirty secret of marketing in general, internet marketing specifically, that hardly anybody talks about. And that's this. Every single marketer that I know of that has, quote, made it, right? Anybody that you follow, anybody that you look at and say, gosh, how did they get, there? How did they get that house? How do they make all this money every month? Anybody that I know of that has actually made it has done it the exact same way. And here's something that's really interesting about this is none of them talk about it. None of them do. They all did this one thing. They all found a way to get that first sale, not by creating products, not by doing all of this other stuff, not by building a list. They all created their first sale by providing a service to others with no list. Here's what I mean. For example, when I got started, I didn't have a name, I didn't have a list, I didn't have a product. But what I did know how to do was I knew how to install affiliate scripts. Okay, so I knew how to install this script that would allow people to build an affiliate program onto their product. And then you know what I did? I went and I looked at all of the marketers I could think of. I just went to their sales pages and I just looked to see if they had an affiliate program. Now this was 5-6 years ago, so it's not as common as it is now. And I mean, I found a whole list of people that had no affiliates program, none, nothing at all. And then I contacted them. I said, Lance, I buy a bunch of your products. I notice you don't have an affiliate program. How would you like me to install your affiliate program? And guess what? A bunch of them said yes, including my now business partner, Robert Plank. And so I would set up these scripts and I would get paid, $500 to install this affiliate script. Or in some cases, I would even set up their affiliate systems and I would just take a cut of everything that they made. But guess what? Now I'm building my name with the high-end marketers, with the marketplace, and I'm providing a service before I start selling things. And you know what? It's not just affiliate scripts, because you might say, well, great, Lance, that worked for you 5-6 years ago. Everybody's got an affiliate program now. But guess what? There's people doing this, and even the marketers that you look at started this way, whether it was installing WordPress and websites for people, whether it was programming, graphics, article writing, sales copy, affiliate manager. All of these things are things that you can do and provide a service to other people. But the key in all of this, the key in every successful story, and if you ever get a chance to listen to interviews or old tapes of people or podcasts, listen for it, because they'll all somewhere talk about why that first sale was so important to them. And I say first sale, more importantly, the first sales, right? Because I mean, we can all go make a sale, right? You can call your mom and have your mom, go buy your product, or tell one of your close friends. The key is that steady income of first sales. It's going to change everything for you. So the reason why that first sale is so important, a lot of it is mental and psychological, right? Because it's important to know it's possible. It's important. I mean, let's face it. A lot of us, we've been building these businesses. You guys, some of you said too long, for years, all of this other stuff. It's important to know it's possible, not only for us, but man, the people around us are watching us, right? Because that keeps us going mentally. Okay. And that's going to get us, I mean, we all know, you got to have a good attitude. We have to be in sales. We got to know that we can do something, and that's great, but that only gets us so far. The reason why I think, on top of it being mentally important, is that it starts to build you a brand or a name with some customers somewhere, right? It starts to build you relationships, a buyer seller relationship with your customers. But what I think is really important is that it starts building you a revenue to invest in your business, right? And we talked about this just a little while ago, how we'd all invest to build our business. The problem is, how do you invest when you don't have anything? So we want to make sure that you are building a consistent revenue with sales so that you can grow your business. And here's what has changed for Robert and I in the last 2 years, is that over the last 2 years, we have been focusing on simple income streams. Everybody talks about go build your $10,000 a month income stream, go build your $1 million a year income stream. The truth is, very few of you, if any, from what you guys have said in the question box so far, have built a $10,000 a year income stream, or let alone $1 million a year income stream. And so what we started doing was focusing on a bunch of simple income streams that have the potential to bring you, $3,000 to $5,000 per month or more with just a little bit of work. And when I say little, I mean minutes. I don't want you doing hours of stuff. I don't want you spending all your time. I want it to still be hands off, but you need to start bringing in a consistent income stream. And more important than us, building these more simple income streams, we needed something that anyone can do. Not just us, not just something that we can leverage assets that we've already got, but that anybody just getting started could do. And here's where this all started. I mean, this actually started because my own daughter, who 7 years old, 6.5, 7 years old, wanted to start her own business. She saw what her dad did. She knew that none of her friends' dads stayed home all day with their kids. And she said, Dad, I want to have my own business. I want to start my own thing. I want to have my own money. And you want to know, here's some, this is almost hard to admit, but when she asked me that, my heart almost sank. And the reason is I knew that I couldn't just give her one of my training things and say, go implement this. She wouldn't understand it. I couldn't just say, go buy an internet domain, set up a website, and then I'll talk to you, because she couldn't understand it. I needed something that I could guarantee she would succeed with, because I didn't want to kill her spirit of entrepreneurship. I wanted her to think she could make money on her own. I want her to think that she can build her own business. And guess what? She has. She's built a business that makes more money than a lot of adults that work full time that I know. She's almost 9 years old now, and that's just because we needed to dumb this thing down. We needed to make it simple so that anyone just starting could actually succeed with. So Robert and I started thinking, okay, what are we going to do? Well, here's what we have now come up with that's going to change everything. We call it easy graphic income. So whether you have no website, no product, no list, no contacts, great. This is exactly what you've been looking for, because the easy answer is that you can just go out and freelance. And I know nobody wants to hear this, but again, remember, every single successful marketer you've seen started with this at some point. The good news for you is that it's easier today than it ever has been, ever has been. And before you start going, I'm not going to go do anything like that. Well, what if you could make $100 an hour doing this? What if you could make, $50 an hour doing this? Would you do this in order to build your business? Would you do this to have a $3,000 to $5,000 a month income? If the answer is yes, you're in the right place. There's a site now called Fiverr.com. We're going to go look at this in a minute. But basically what you can do is you can list jobs, simple jobs, for removing backgrounds, making logos, doing banners, and they have tons of buyer traffic built in. I'm going to show you this and show you how easy it is. And before you turn up your nose at it, wait until you see what we have to show you. Now here's the thing. I don't want you going out and buying a bunch of software. This is just one of the ways you can make a bunch of money, but you don't even need Photoshop. Doesn't matter whether you have a Mac or PC. You just use this free tool that I'm going to show you guys, and you just edit some stuff and start making sales. So let me show you, before we go too much further into this, what I'm talking about, okay? And let's see if we can figure out what people are actually earning online. So let's check this out. I'm going to bring up my web browser here, and I'm at a site. I mean, right here, you can see Fiverr.com. And we're talking about banners. So type in banners up here, and we get some search results back. And here's what I want you to see. So if I hover over these, I can see who the seller is and how many. This is reviews, not sales, but reviews. So we're going to open a couple of these up in just new tabs so we can look at them. And we'll just pick the top couple that come up here. And then remember I said doesn't matter, because you go, well, these guys are all established. Look at all their reviews. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We'll come back and look at it, but I want to start here first. So this person is making banners for $5. You might think, I'm not doing that for $5. Well, hold on a minute. Let's look at what they do here. So first of all, they make you a banner, and you can see, like, I mean, these are just simple banners, right? And you can click on here. They do some different design work, and you can see, I mean, these banners are really, really simple, right? I mean, they're pretty easily done, and I mean, anybody could do this if you know the secret. The secret is they're not creating these over and over. They're just doing a little bit of editing on stuff. So the first thing I want to show you is this guy right here, the one that we just randomly pulled up, 34 orders in the queue. 34 orders in the queue, and he's got 1,500 buyer reviews. Okay, so you might go, well, that's great, Lance, but I mean, at $5, how long is that going to take me? $5 doesn't really seem worth it. Let me just show you something else here. When you look at what this person's actually getting, when you go and buy, so I want to get a banner made, and I say, okay, cool, it's $5. Well, I don't want to wait. Let's get it faster. And no, I'm not going to tip you. I don't even have anything yet. But you know what? I want this. I want 3 different sizes made. I definitely want it in high quality. And oh, there's some extra work. No, I don't need that. And oh yeah, I want some social media covers made as well. Well, now look at what my order is. $65, right? Pretty amazing. Let's look at another one. Same thing. I will create you an awesome and professional website or banner for $5. And I mean, look at these, right? I mean, could you do this if you had the right templates and stuff? You can. Look at this person. 98 orders in the queue. 98 orders in the queue and 2,500 reviews. Now again, let's see what they're doing so that you go, okay, I'm going to buy this. Well, I want it fast. I want it in 2 days. 2 days. I mean, what if this took you 3 minutes to make? Would you deliver it in 2 days? Of course you would. And I want some revisions, okay, because I want to make sure that I like it. Well, now I'm up to $55. Pretty cool, right? Now we go here. Takes them 5 days to deliver. This person's got 45 orders in the queue, and he makes banners. And I mean, look at these. There's not much to these. These are just like fill in the blank type of stuff here. 45 orders in the queue. And I mean, if you want it in 1 day, $20. If you want different sizes, of course I want all of these different sizes, right? Like who gets just one banner made? I'm gonna get all the sizes made. I want some social media covers. Now I'm up to $65. Can you see the power in this stuff? Like how quick this adds up? Now, again, these are the top 3 results under high rating, but check this out. You go to new, and let's see, look at all of these new ones. And guess what? They're all advertised right here. So you're getting all of these traffic. I mean, do you want to wait for 50 orders, or do you want to get somebody else to make your banner right now? So you will get traffic for all of these things. And it's amazing how much you can actually generate. Now I want to show you something, because it's fine for me to say all of that. What I did is I threw up a gig just to see what was going to happen here. And let me go to my sales and revenues. And I want to show you something. So I put up a gig here to see if, well, are sales going to be made here? If I don't, I wanted something that I could build without my list, without my stuff. And look at this. So these are the August 25th sales. I mean, not great, but not bad for just putting something up, right? What is that, like 36 bucks? August 24th, it looks like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. August 23rd, maybe 30 bucks. And I mean, these things take me, here's some like $20, $24. And I mean, these just go on and on and on. And look, we're only still like a couple days ago, right? Where these orders just keep piling in. These take me a couple of minutes to deliver. Now, would you do this with no list, no traffic, no nothing? I mean, if you haven't made any money online, this is like the easiest pickings you could find, right? I mean, they just keep coming in and you just deliver your little bit of stuff. Now you might be saying, well, that's great. I don't know how to do graphics. I don't know how to do all of that other stuff. Well, let me show you something. What if making those banners just took you, you know, 20 minutes? What if they were easy to do and done for you? All you had to do was go click a couple of buttons and have it finished. Well, check this out. Why, oh why would you invent the wheel from scratch? If you're doing something for $50 and you're doing something for, $10 even, if you're designing all of these banners and logos from scratch, you're crazy. And I can guarantee you that none of those sellers that we looked at are either. And if you go through their samples, if you go buy them, they're all going to look pretty much the same with a couple of little different tweaks here and there. So I don't want you to invent the wheel from scratch. I don't want you to go out and buy anything. But here's the thing. What if you could get hired to create a banner or a book cover or a 3D graphic or a DVD design or a cover for Lulu or Kindle, right? And all you had to do was open a template, change the text, change what was on it, then you just click the save button to save it down to your desktop as a graphic file, and then you upload it to your buyer and collect the payment. Would you do that? Well, heck yeah, you would do that, right? You would do that all day long. The ones that we just looked at, they're waiting 5 days. You know why they wait 5 days or say they need to have 5 days? This is something we're going to talk about in the actual course. But the reason they wait is they want buyers to go look and go, wow, there's 98 people in the queue. This guy's really popular. You know what does? You guys ever heard of social proof? Right? It creates social proof when you have those in there. We're going to show you a way to build up that social proof because if you've got an order waiting there, it means that somebody else doesn't have to be the first person to order and they start piling in and piling in and piling in. It does not take them 5 days. It does not take them 3 days. You know why they have those upsells in there to make it in 2 days? That's so that they could come sit down once every 2 days, pile up their orders and knock them all out in an order and make a couple $100. So we're going to whip up a banner really quick. I'm going to show you how this is actually done, okay? So let's go take a look at these 2-minute banners. And, it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm going to actually be talking my way through this and showing you guys all of this, but you'll get the idea. So I'm going to log in here to this members area. Let me bring up my screen here. So first of all, in the members area, the first thing that I'm going to do is, you know how they have all those really cool looking fonts? Well, first of all, let me just say something. I don't like graphics. I don't know what looks good. I don't know all of this stuff. I don't know how to use graphics programs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some fonts. So in here, we've got this font pack with all of these cool pre-done fonts that already look good. So I'm going to click on it. You can see that it's going to download it. So the first thing, whether you use our fonts or someone else's fonts, here's how you install fonts. So I'm going to open this up. And the most important thing that you have to do when you click on this, it opens up this thing and it looks like, any normal, looks like, any normal file system, all of your files. And you can click on here, but if you try to do something with these fonts here, you can't do anything. And the reason is you need to extract these files first. See where it says extract all files? So first thing I'm going to do is click on extract all files, and it's going to bring up a dialog that looks like this. And if you're on the Mac, you can just double click on it and it'll extract them for you. So I'm going to extract these files, and there it goes. And now, see how it looks different? It doesn't say extract all files. Now I can use these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and all I'm going to do is highlight these ones that say like open type font. So they're all highlighted, and I'm going to right click and do install. And now it is installing all of these fonts for me. And I'm going to scroll down here. Oops, still installing. There we go. Scroll down here, and I'm going to ignore these for now, and I'm going to go down here, and right click and go install, and it's going to install all of these fonts for me. So now I've got some cool fonts. Great, Lance. What does that mean? Well, I'll show you here in a minute. So I'm going to close this down. And if you look, what we've got here is a bunch of different banners. And you know what? These are actually banners you may have seen before. These are all banners that we use in our own business. Okay, so we've got some to choose from for you here. We're going to be adding some stuff in. And while I'm going through this, if any of you guys have like a product or a website that you've already got online that you're trying to sell, can you type that in to the URL box, and we'll take a look at it here and maybe even show you how easy it is to create a banner for somebody when it comes in. So the one thing I'm going to tell you is that what we're going to show you how to do when we start creating your banners and doing different things, funny, our own, is you start going through and you're going to ask them certain questions. And we're going to give you the exact things to say to people so that you get the information the way that you need it to create your own banner for your clients. Now, whether it's, I'm going to be doing it for one of you guys, but I think that what I want you guys to know is that we're going to give you exactly what to say in your job listing. We're going to give you exactly what to ask for each of these banners, so that all you have to do is basically cut and paste. So let's just pick one of these here, and let's start with, let's pick this one. So in case you missed what just happened here, so I've got all of these banners I can see and choose from, and we're going to pick, we'll just start with this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just left click on it and watch what happens. It's going to open up a new tab. So I click on it and it opens up this new tab. And now check this out. In here I've got this thing loaded up. I can look at it. Okay, great. Well, I don't know what to do with any of this yet. Well, let's figure out what we're going to make a banner for. So one of the people, first person that typed in, said their website is ericabyrne.com. Okay, oops, temporarily unavailable. So let me make sure I type that in right. Otherwise, we'll go to the next one, ericabyrne.com. Nope, nothing there. So the next one was Quid Pro Go Travel. All right. So it looks like we got some YouTube stuff. Let's see. I guess international travel for free. Okay. So we've got this site, Quid Pro Go. It looks like travel stuff. All right, perfect. So let's see. Give what you've got to go where you want. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go here, and it says headline here. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on this alphabet button right here, and you can see over here on the left, I mean, don't worry about what any of this means. It just says needs edit. Okay, so I'm going to click here so it's highlighted, and I see that it says needs edit headline. So I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to type in Quid Pro Go Travel, and we'll hit OK. Ooh, and it's kind of off there, so let's center this, and then what we can do is grab this and we'll move it over a little bit. Cool, that looks about right. And then it says, look, no longer says needs edit, but I can see if I want to change it where I click. Then it says needs edit headline, so I'm going to subheadline, so I'm going to highlight that in blue, click on my alphabet button, and let's see what it said here. It said give what you've got to go where you want. So we're going to go here and click here, and we'll put give what you've got, and then it was what? To go where you want. And I look at that, and I can drag this over here and go, ooh, it's kind of on her face. Don't really like that. Well, watch what I can do here. So I'll move this over. There you go. And then to go where you want, and then we will, put that up there. And now look, we've got a banner that we can actually start using for somebody. Now, all I have to do is go File, Save. Oops, let me get my mouse here. Sorry. File, Save. And then it says, well, what do I want to name this? So I'll name this Quid Pro Go. And don't worry about this right now. If you're delivering it, we'll just do it as a PNG, and then I'll hit OK. And it's going to ask me where I want to save it. We'll put it in my downloads directory, quidprogo.png. I'll save it, and let's see what we've got here. So I'm going to do a couple of things. We'll take a look at it. Bring it up, brings it up here, and check it out. A great looking banner, just like all of the ones that you see before. And to do something here, we'll drop it into the handouts so you guys all have a copy of it. And BJ can have that for his website. So pretty cool, right? Now all I gotta do is close this down and I'm done. Let's say I want to do one of these other ones. So somebody said, let's check out this other one. Safe diet to lose weight.com. All right, so bring this up. And we've got learn how to get rid of cellulite fast naturally with their website. Pretty cool, right? Well, check this out. Now I can just kind of look at this and I'm like, well, okay, now here's something that I want to show you guys that's pretty cool. For now, we're going to go ahead and start with this one, okay? Let's grab this one. So we just click on it again. It loads it up into our editor. And now over here, remember we had all of the things that you could do, and we're going to cover how you use all of our specific templates in the course when we go through it. But if we click on layer 1, let's say we wanted somebody in a bikini or something, well, we can just replace this graphic just by clicking on the correct layer. So for sake of time right now, because I don't have a royalty-free graphic that I can use, you could just grab, you know, this one that she's got or any other that she's allowed to use, one of these, and you can grab that. Now to make the banner, what are you going to do? Well, same as always, we go over here where it says need edit, and I've got product name, and we'll look at this, and it looks like we'll say the product name. How about we'll just for now use lose cellulite. So we'll click on our alphabet button, click up here in product name, and we'll just put lose, well, for now we'll just call it lose weight, okay? And we look at it and it's like, ooh, it kind of doesn't fit. I don't know. We'll watch what we can do. We can highlight here and let's maybe change this to bold. We'll make this a little bit smaller, maybe 24. And let's, well, that'll work for, oops, didn't want to do that. So let's change this here. We'll line this in the center. There we go. And then it says state a quick and impressive promise here. Well, we don't really want to click here, but we'll go over here. And then it says needs edit. Look, we lost that. And now we'll go click here and we'll say, well, how about, oops, can't just grab that. How about this? Discover 5 weird tricks, right? So we can just go discover 5 weird tricks to, what was it? To melt away tummy fat. To melt, oops, lost my place here. Problem. To melt away tummy fat. And it doesn't all fit in there, so let's like kind of do some of this. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then we can hit OK. And if we want to move it, we click this arrow. And we're almost there. Not quite. So let's hit our alphabet again. Move this down here. And there we go. Now check it out. And again, if we want to change, you know, the stuff down here, same exact thing, right? So we just click here. And then we can do our alphabet. Click here and we'll say free today. All right. Hit OK. Oops, lost that there. So you get the point, right? All we have to do is click around, fill in the blanks, and we have our stuff. And again, what we want to do is go File, Save, change this to a PNG, hit OK, and we'll call this one Safe Diet PNG. And there we go. Now we have it saved down to our site. Let's bring it up here on our computer so that we can upload it to our client. There we go. You can lose weight, discover 5 weird tricks, and you can use any font you want. You can use any picture you want. It's all done for you, drag and drop. Now, how easy would that be, whether it's for your own programs or for any other client, like we're looking at a Fiverr? All of these are built in. We're also going to be showing you how to do the same thing with DVDs, CDs, boxes, and even how we do our book covers, our DVD covers. All of it will be included and shown to you inside of our training. So now, if you want to make some income from graphics, would you list your skills on a job site like I just showed you? And the real question is, how many listings would you create, especially if I tell you exactly what to put in your listing and exactly how to deliver the product as well? And think about it. How much does a logo cost? We just saw on Fiverr, they're, $60, $80 for a package of them. But if you've bought them on some of the other sites, they're $99 to $199, and that's for the cheap ones. Okay, but for you to do them, it's absolutely free, and you don't even need to invest in Photoshop. So whether you want to make affiliate banners, whether you want to make 3D box covers, whether you want to make DVDs, CDs, book covers, all of them, we've got this all taken care of for you because we put this all together in an easy to understand, template driven graphic dashboard for you, and it's called Graphic Dashboard. And here's what you're going to have. You're going to have everything that you need to make more money from your existing websites, or you're going to have everything you need to make money without a website, list, or traffic, or you can use it for both. Because we're going to show you how to make affiliate banners, 3D box covers, physical graphics for Kunaki, Kindle, CreateSpace, Lulu, all in one place, point and click simple, and it doesn't require any additional software like Photoshop. It's all built right in for you. It's all inside of Graphic Dashboard. In the first module, we're going to show you how to create a ton of different cool banners. We're going to give you templates to start with. We're going to show you how to change pictures. We're going to show you how to change the text. We're going to show you how to make different fonts. We're going to show you how to make them look really cool with a bunch of cool tricks and show you everything that you need to create all of the banners and sizes you need. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to show you how to start making instant income using your new skills. And here's what's awesome. We're going to give you literally cut and paste jobs. We're going to show you exactly what to say, exactly how to list it, exactly how to deliver it, so that all you have to do is, well, cut it, paste it, wait for your sales to start coming in. We're going to show you how to do digital 3D covers. Those are the cool ones you see on all the sales letters that are the DVD representations, the books, and then we're going to show you how to make physical product graphics. These are the ones you get paid the top dollar for anywhere that you go and look for. And now, waiting for you right now inside of the members area is a Pixlr crash course. It's videos that show you everything that you need to know about how to use Pixlr, how to create graphics, how to use the stuff inside of the members area. Plus, we're going to be creating a directory of banner certified people that have gone through our course, and we're going to put it up on the website and promote it. When people ask for graphics, when they ask for banners, there's going to be a full directory of people that have banners, that know how to make them, and can deliver a quality product. You're going to get all of our banner templates. You're going to get our CreateSpace and Kindle templates. You're going to get our CD and DVD templates. Plus, we're going to give you challenges for each of the full modules. And what these are is just easy assignments to make sure you know that you understand everything you were supposed to get out of the module. So after module 1, we're going to ask you to go out and create an actual banner. And if you can't do it, well, we're going to help you and make sure that you understand what you missed. In module 2, we're going to tell you to go out and actually create a couple of job listings, at least one, so that you can start making sales and building up that income stream. We're going to make sure you know exactly how to do it. You're going to get the video and audio training available in the members area 24 hours a day. You're going to get transcripts that you can view or print at any time. We're going to give you checklists that give you the easy step-by-step installation and use of everything we go over in the course, and we're going to give you lifetime access. This is a total value of $5,158. But here's the thing. You don't have to pay $5,158 because think about it. How I started this is I told you that I want this available to every single one of you. What I want is for all of you to go start building an income stream. And I want you to come back and say, you know what, Lance and Robert, they taught me how to make a real income stream. They showed me that this can be done, and they helped me make my first sale. If that's what we get out of doing all of this for you, then Robert and I have succeeded in what we're looking for. So it's not even $697, which, by the way, is cheaper than Photoshop. Nope. In fact, when you go right now to graphicdashboard.com, it's just $17. The reason it's $17 is because we want it to be in reach of every single person that wants to start building an additional income stream. We want it to be available for every single person that spent thousands of dollars trying to build a business online and has gotten nowhere. We want to prove to you that anybody with any skill set at any income level can build a recurring income stream that takes little to no work, and it's all available right now for you at graphicdashboard.com. So go there right now to www.graphicdashboard.com and claim yours today.